Welcome everyone to another episode of Main Event. My name is Matt, as you all know, and we're going to go over the past week of wrestling. Mainly going to talk about Wrestlepalooza and AEW All Out. Before we get to that, thank you everyone for the nice comments in the last video. I really appreciate it. I did say I was going to try and put 2 videos out a week. However, with me focusing on my own Twitch channel, it's got a bit hard for me to try and juggle both. So I do apologise. I have got videos made and ready to go out. It's just I'm trying to focus on my Twitch as well, trying to grow that. So I do apologise. There is just me today again as usual. However, we have a date when John is back. We're not going to tell you guys. It's going to be a nice surprise for you. However, he has contacted me, and we have got a date of when he's returning. Just for the videos, I don't think he's going to do lives yet. So Crown Jewel and Wrestle Dream will be done by myself. Again, I want to apologise for TikTok over the weekend. We did All Out stream, and halfway through it, we got a warning saying the gifts and the likes we were getting were not genuine. Don't know how they're not genuine. I think they were trying to aim that we had bots. I'll tell you right now, and hand on heart, we don't do any of that shit. I've never done it. I ain't got the money to do that shit. So yeah, I don't understand what went on. And we had about 4 warnings, and then the last one pissed me the fuck off with the fact that I just turned it off, and I was like, do you know what? I can't be arsed with this. You just keep getting warnings. We keep getting shadow banned for 10 minutes. So that's why we didn't go live on TikTok for Wrestlepalooza. But we were live on YouTube. However, the VOD is now copyrighted because WWE are now copyrighting VODs on YouTube. Even with no music, just with their own, with the commentating and the match behind it, that is now being copyrighted. So that has been took down. So it's getting a bit harder now. I think the only place we can really do it is Twitch. And as I know, Twitch is very hard for you to gain popularity. So I'm still going to try TikTok when we go live for Wrestle Dream and Wrestlepalooza. Potentially No Mercy. But we'll let you know. Keep an eye on the socials. As always, if you like what you see today, hit like, hit the subscribe button. Please share in the comment section below your thoughts of the weekend and what you think going forward. And any Q&A, any questions you've got that you want me to answer, please put them in the comment section below. I will do them. When John's back, if you want to put them back and I can ask him John, then by all means do that. And the week after, I can ask him. It's not an issue. Wrestlepalooza and All Out. One was hyped to be the next best thing next to WrestleMania. The other one is normally the one that's a bit of a letdown compared to All In. However, this year was different. We'll start off with All Out because it was the first one on first live that we did. It went live at 8 p.m. Stats card. I enjoyed this more than I enjoyed Forbidden Door. I thought Forbidden Door was okay. It wasn't my cup of tea because it just felt something was missing. This felt right and it felt a good pay-per-view. Obviously, we had the 4 pre-match, pre-show matches, which we're not going to get into. We don't really do that. So we're going to go straight into the first match in All Out, which was Adam Cole and Christian Cage defeated FTR. We had a debut. This is War by Alter Bridge, started on the Titantron and the music in the arena. And I'm constantly going, that's Alter Bridge, that's Alter Bridge, that's Alter Bridge. And out comes Mrs. Cope, or Ms. Cope, or whatever you want to call her. Beth Phoenix debuted in AEW this weekend. The match was okay. It was fine. It wasn't anything major. I did think it dragged just a little bit on. There was too many false finishes. Someone came in the chat and said, "What do you expect them to do? Count to the 3 after the first pinfall?" No, I don't expect 8 million false finishes. um, for it to be a banger. I've said this about AEW several times. I prefer matches, and WWE did it for Cena Cody, I think it was, or Cena Logan. There's too many false finishes. For me personally, it ruins the match. Um, and this was one of them. There was too many times when they hit the spear, five knuckle shuffle, AA, the Umbrella, the Impaler, FTR did their thing, and it's like Shatter Machine and the Power Driver, and it's like, right, if these are finishes and you're kicking out of them after 4 times, then really how do you finish? I also thought Cash Wheeler cannot connect with the Power Driver when he jumps off the top rope. Don't think it works. Every single time. I know he's not supposed to, but he's supposed to at least touch the man. Cash didn't touch the man at any point. That taken away, it was an okay match. It just dragged on a little bit too long for me. And then obviously the debut of Beth, Cope getting handcuffed to the rope, and then them taking Beth out is obviously carrying on the feud between FTR and Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. Next match, this was a safe match, and people that know me know I'm not. I don't get the Eddie Kingston thing. John loves him, obviously, and that's completely fine. It's his prerogative to do that. I just don't get Eddie Kingston. I've watched promos and I've watched matches, and I just don't get it. But people were complaining that he's against Big Bill, and the match it wasn't very long. Listen, when someone's coming back from injury that's been out for quite some time, you need something safe to get him embedded in again, to make him feel like, yeah, okay, I can do this. That was this. It was a 7-minute match. Big Bill did what he needed to do. Brian Keith came in to attack him after the match. Hook came out for the save, which I don't know why they've changed his music to something god awful now. But it did what it was supposed to do, and we got Eddie Kingston is back in AEW. Looks like he's partnering with Hook. Matt Briscoe defeated MJF. I love this match. I thought this match was fucking great. Matt Briscoe, I've started to come around to over the past couple of months. I feel like now he's been put into these high-profile matches, I'm kind of like, yeah, okay, I can see what everyone sees in him. Obviously, I've seen some matches with him and his brother against the likes of FTR and the Bucks and stuff. But this tables and tacks match I thought was really good, and it was perfect partnering against MJF. MJF's the best, one of the best, the best heel they've got for me. And it shows. This match showed how good MJF was. Matt Briscoe was obviously the ultimate babyface. I don't think he'll ever turn heel. I don't think he could. There was parts in the match where it was just Briscoe taking the bumps, and all of a sudden, MJF took the bump and was like a pincushion, going through tables. It was great. It was a great match. Proper enjoyed it. I did say on the live that that was really impressed with Matt Briscoe and MJF in that match. We had the Demand, who defeated the Hurt Syndicate. Now, as you all know, Ricochet isn't exactly my favourite kind of person, and he still isn't. However, I've got a newfound likeness for Ricochet, I should say. I feel like he has come on leaps and bounds, and his heel persona has really brought the best out of Ricochet. And teaming up with Bishop Khan and Toa Leona has done him really well. Obviously going against the Hurt Syndicate, Lashley, Benjamin, MVP. We know what we're getting. I'll get on to MVP later. It was okay. I went downstairs to go and grab my tea and missed the ending. So I didn't know who won till I looked onto the results. But out of all the matches, I think this was the one that I wasn't asked about missing. Mercedes Moné defeated Riho. I've never been one to like Riho. I never got her again. It's just not something I've watched. And we'll get to Mercedes in a minute. Riho has made a fan out of me. I thought she was fucking fantastic in that match. It made me believe that she could beat Mercedes, and it was only a matter of time before she will. Um, so well done, Riho. You've made a fan out of me, and it's very hard to do that with the women. Mercedes, no one can ever change my mind that she's a sports entertainer. She's not a wrestler. She's a sports entertainer. She's WWE all the way through. And ETC said it in the chat that when she has matches with like Tony Storm and Ryan May, she's fantastic. Okay. She was in WWE with Charlotte, Bianca, with Liv, with Becky, with Bayley. I feel like her matches in WWE were consistently better because it's more her. Sports entertainment is more Mercedes than wrestling is Mercedes. But Mercedes is still the TBS champ. I don't know who beats her for it. I'd give it Rio. You've tried it with Willow. You've tried it with Chris Statlander. It's not working. I think Jamie. Oh, Julia Hart. It's not working. Try and give it to someone like that, or Shida, maybe Thunder Rosa. I don't know, but it's not working with anyone else to put against her. The only one that did work against was Tony Storm, and Tony Storm beat her. My match of the night: Okada, Takeshita, Dorada, triple threat for the unified title. Absolutely incredible. I loved it. I loved the fact that Okada and Takeshita were in the same group, but yet still didn't care about beating each other up. Dorada really impressed me. I didn't know anything about Mascara Dorada. And watching it, he fit in with them both. It wasn't like he was the odd man out, which I was kind of scared that he was going to be, but he really wasn't. I really thought Okada and Takeshita did really well to start building up the heat between them. I really thought they were going to give it to Takeshita. They kept it on Okada. Okada's defended this title more than he's defended his title previously. I'd like to see Takeshita take it from Okada. Whether he will is obviously a different story, but we shall see. I missed the coffin match because this is when we got banned off TikTok, and I was like, she can't be bothered now. And I took my sister home during the match. During the match, I took my sister home because they were at ours and she had a drink, so I took her home. During the match, towards the end of the match, we had a return of Pac. Returned shorter hair, looked a bit more, even more emotionless than he already is. It's cool to see Pac back. He's a part of obviously the Death Riders. I think he suits it very well. I think the group's missed that person. Obviously, they had Gabe Kidd, but I think it's missed having Pac in it. You could probably kick out if Gabe Kidd's staying in it. You could probably kick out Wheeler Yuta. That's just because I think Wheeler's the one that doesn't look like he belongs in it, but I kind of like him in it, kind of thing. Cutscene just before I think it was the main event. We go to the back and the Death Riders are talking about the coffin match. Mox tells them all to go, so they all get off. And then as Mox was talking about the coffin, Darby jumps out, attacks him, puts him in a body bag with his head just showing, and sets him on fire. And then Darby gets pulled away. Probably gonna have another match between them. I'm not a big Darby fan. I don't get Darby. I don't get all the stunts, but that's just me. That's my opinion. It is what it is. But yeah, I think we'll get another match between Darby and Mox, and I'm sure they'll probably do another stupid fucking match because Moxley loves bleeding and Darby likes doing stupid shit. So we'll probably get another match that's probably like a cage match or something between them. Which I did not have on my cards. A new women's champ. Chris Statlander defeated Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter, and Thekla for the AEW Women's World Championship. Good on Tony Khan putting it on Chris Statlander. I think if it's going to be anyone they put it on, it'd be her. I would have put it on Thekla. But fair play, gave it Chris Statlander. Let's see how she runs with it. I think she's got the crowd behind her. She's established. Let's see how she does with the title now. I think you need to do it with Mercedes as well. Have a change there. But I feel like he's got more of a safe option taking off Toni Storm. I feel like Toni Storm isn't going to be lost in the shuffle. I mean, neither is Mercedes, but Mercedes has got a step to the women's title, whereas Toni, she can go down, but like, do you really want to do that? There's rumours the tag titles are going to be announced on Dynamite because Tony Khan's got an announcement. That's where probably Toni Storm will go. We'll see, but it was a great match. I really enjoyed it. Brodito defeated the Young Bucks, Jet Speed, and the Don Callis family in a ladder match. After Brodito just won it, they were always going to win that. The Bucks used the money for the full entrance, the music, the pyro. I'm not keen on Mike Bailey. I'm still not keen on him. Kevin Knight, I think, is great. Josh Alexander deserves more than being a tag team. I'm not going to lie, I started switching off here because Wrestlepalooza was coming on. I kept flicking over. Some nasty spots. But yeah, Brodito won. That's all that needs to be said, really. After watching the highlights back, yeah, it's a fucking quality match. And then the main event, Hangman Adam Page defeated Kyle Fletcher for the AEW World Championship. Why did this go on for 40 minutes? I get the point. They were trying to build up Kyle Fletcher to be just never gives up. But it got to the point where this was too much now. 40 minutes is too long for a main event match when your card has gone on for as long as it did. Yeah, it went on for far too long. I rewatched the match back because I started watching Wrestlepalooza. It wasn't like it was too many false finishes. It just felt like the match it was just Kyle Fletcher was not staying down kind of thing, and it was like, okay. It got to the point where I wasn't even flicking over to watch it. I was stuck on Wrestlepalooza. But that was AEW. Out of 10, I gave Forbidden Door a 6, I think, or a 7. I can't remember exactly. All Out, I'll give an 8. I really enjoyed All Out. Great night. Matches I could have done without. Eddie Kingston, Big Bill. And that's it, really. I mean, I ain't keen on Darby Allin. Never been keen on Darby Allin. And John Moxley, I can't get behind John Moxley. The demand and the Hurt Syndicate as well could have done without personally, but you know, it is an AEW pay-per-view. It's what we expect now. Where do we go from here? I feel like we've got another match between Kyle Fletcher and Adam Page. I do feel like that's coming, probably an Iron Man match. Which I've not seen in AEW before. I don't think if AEW has had one. I'd be put in the comment section below if they have. Tag titles, I reckon it's just going to be the Bucks and Brodito. Chris Statlander, who does she defend the title against, could be any of them. Could be Thekla, could be Toni Storm. Toni Storm will get a rematch, so it'll be Toni Storm. Takeshi Okada, I think, will probably be the way forward for the unified title. Mercedes, Riho. I'd go again with Mercedes and Riho, but in a different match. Maybe spice it up a bit. Briscoe and MJF will probably run. Is that second? No, that's the first match in it. So we'll probably run that back. Eddie and Hook will probably be against Big Bill and Keith. And then we'll probably obviously get FTR, Cope, and Christian in some kind of match. But that was All Out. Very good event. I'm not gonna knock the event as a whole. I thought it was very good. A couple of things to tweak, but other than that, All Out, all success. Wrestlepalooza. Now, as you all know, I am a big WWE fan. I love WWE as much as it's absolutely sometimes crap, and sometimes I just sit here going, "What the fuck am I watching?" I don't even know what to say. I've been trying to think of what to say since Saturday, and I've been sat here and I streamed yesterday, and I was thinking about it, and lay in bed watching uh, various videos, and I'm trying to think, what do I say about Wrestlepalooza? It was hyped up to be the next WrestleMania. WWE wanted it to be as big as WrestleMania. Where if it's going to be as big as WrestleMania, you don't have 5 matches, and one of them being 8 minutes. Um, I feel like it was half-assed. I also feel like they have not even thought about the international market, and the reason I say that is because when they cut to a break, or it's a pay-per-view or a premium live event, and a premium live event, never have we had "We'll be right back" during a premium live event. Now people say Saturday Night's main event. That's not a premium live event. It's a TV show, but we've got it on YouTube over here. So for a premium live event to say "We'll be right back" is absolutely fucking shocking. And if that is the way forward, I just don't understand why WWE. It's not even WWE at this point. It's TKO. I don't understand why TKO and people blaming Triple again. Blaming Triple H for things like that. Triple H hasn't signed the ESPN deal. Triple H hasn't signed the Netflix deal. Triple H hasn't signed these deals to have all this marketing all over the canvas. This is TKO and Nick Khan. People have got to realise that. Triple H doesn't go out and go, right, we'll do this. TKO want the money. So TKO going, right, we'll put the prices up by this much. Yeah, the comment I saw the other day on X, Triple H has put the price up on WrestleMania tickets. No, I don't think he has. How about you use your head and realise what you're actually saying to yourself? TKO have done it because someone from the TKO board did an interview and said the prices will stay like that for the foreseeable because to get us out of debt, and once we're in debt, maybe the prices will go better. They want it the same price as UFC. To go to UFC fight is mental. Now I saw the WrestleMania tickets this morning of how much they're going for, and in the gods for a combo ticket is $879. That's £400 or $400 a ticket for the gods. It's stupid money, and when you put on this kind of pay per view, I don't see why you'd pay that money. We started off with Brock Lesnar defeating John Cena. Now people are like, I can't believe they let Brock Lesnar do all them suplexes, all them F5s, and matches over. Have you never seen a Brock Lesnar John Cena match? This ain't the first time we've seen that. And people that thought Cena were going to win are absolutely ridiculous. Brock Lesnar was always going to win. That is his match back. And then people are going to blaming Triple H for the booking of John Cena. Okay, he does get blame. Don't get me wrong, but maybe Cena gave a list of people he wanted Triple H to get involved in this retirement run. Brock Lesnar was one of them, and Cena would have to. And Cena's that big of a deal, and it's his retirement run that he would have to sign off on that. So I don't give me this that Triple H has ruined the run. The heel turn, yes, but that was also down to the fact The Rock and Travis Scott have decided to fuck off and not come back. So it fucked everything up. So that fucked Triple H over and fucked John Cena's run over. Storyline wise, yes, okay, John Cena's retirement run. The way it's been booked hasn't been great, and that is down on him. But for Brock Lesnar to do that to John Cena would have to say, yeah, okay, I like that idea. Have we ever thought that maybe at Crown Jewel it's Brock Lesnar and John Cena again, and John Cena beats him at Crown Jewel in a Extreme Rules match or something? Have we thought about that, or have you just decided to go in on it? The match was god awful. I'm not trying to stick up for the match. What I'm trying to stick up for is the fact that Triple H is getting playing better, and it sounds like I'm fucking licking Triple H's ass. But people just aren't using their heads and they're blaming the first person they think of. Triple H is the face of it. Me and John have said this several times on this channel. Triple H is the face of WWE because, and that's why he gets the stick that he does, because he's seen as the guy that does everything. When in reality, and I've worked in a business, I've been an assistant manager in a business. I know how it works. We are the face. Behind it is what goes on, and if you don't like it, you blame the face, not the people that are actually doing it. It's the same thing. Match was god awful. I'm not even going to rate it. I'm not going to talk about it. Another match that was god awful. Oh, actually, it was better than anything on Raw. The Vision against the Usos. The Vision beat the Usos. LA Knight was the special guest referee that got announced on the night. On the build up. It was a same match that we've had on Raw several times. There's no difference. I feel like they don't know what to do with LA Knight at this point. I feel like he's lost in this Vision thing because Seth is now gone from feuding with CM Punk and AJ Lee to now feuding with Cody Rhodes for the Crown Jewel Championship, which we've all forgot about. So instead of LA Knight going for Seth Rollins, we are now stuck with LA Knight being involved with the Usos and the Bron Brons. It's not good. It ain't good. And I feel sorry for LA Knight. I really do. People are saying this is staggering Jay's momentum. It really isn't. If you're watching Jay over the last couple of weeks, if anything, this is building a different side to his character that we've never seen before. He's now wearing just black. And he's being more Roman. He's being more tribal chief-like. You know, it's not our business. Why do we care? We've got to look after our own. He's on the phone. Are you on the phone too? Don't you worry about that. Or you're acting like Roman did. Well, maybe I need to. This side to Jay is what we've needed for a while now. Don't get me wrong, the Yeet in the main event, Jey Uso, was great. I prefer to see a darker and much heel side of Jey Uso at the moment, just to see how it fits into the whole Vision LA Knight storyline, to try and mix it up a bit, because I can tell you what happened. Obviously, Raw happened last night, but I can tell you what happens on a weekly basis on Raw, and you'd all agree with me. We get a new day, match or singles match between one person, the New Day, and Penta. We get a promo for the women. We get Dom not defending his title, but somehow involved in everything. We get an El Grande Americano match. We get a pop from Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. And then we had the Vision. It's the same shit on Raw. So mixing it up with Jey Uso turning heel, and with Cody Rhodes speaking to him on Raw, it's like, okay, where are you going with this? Jay split his head open. I've rewatched it back several times and still can't see where he did it, but he did it with the left leg of the chair as it bounced up off the back of Braun Breaker. He busted himself open really bad. He was stitched up on Raw. But yeah, it looked nasty. There was blood everywhere. And there was nowhere for him to cut. ETC said he must have done it off screen. That it was literally done by the leg chair. So, Stephanie McKay defeated Io Sky for the vacant women's world title. Not the person I would go with. Well, I said it on the day. It's not the person I'd go with. However, after forgetting we've got the Crown Jewel Championship, I'm fine with it. So I read that Crown Jewel was going to be whoever won the vacant women's title versus Rhea Ripley, because it's in Australia. And I thought, well, Rhea's winning, because they're not going to have Rhea lose in a hometown, because it's Rhea Ripley. And ETC said, I've seen so many, over the years, so many people lose in the hometown. Yes, I have too, but it's Rhea Ripley. She's the Charlotte Flair of now. But Stephanie McKay won. and then finding out on Raw it is Stephanie Vicker versus either Cargill, Stratton, or Jax, depending on who wins the triple threat on SmackDown. I'm okay with Stephanie Vicker winning now. I wasn't. I like Stephanie Vicker, so I was happy she won it. However, I didn't want. My only problem was I didn't want her to lose it within a month's time. However, she's gone for the Crown Jewel Championship, which she'll probably win. So I haven't got an issue with that. You've got to hold off her and Rhea till WrestleMania. You've got to. She celebrated obviously where Dad was backstage. He was also on Raw. It was a nice little moment. You could tell it meant a lot to Stephanie. People slate Stephanie because of the way she handled the AEW situation. She's a star, and she's up there with the stars in WWE. The main event scene in the women's roster. And we're looking at the Biancas, the Charlottes, the Beckys, the Livs, the Tiffs. She's up there with them. So fair play to her. It's Julia I feel sorry for. The match I was looking forward to the most and didn't disappoint for me. CM Punk and AJ Lee defeated Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch in a mixed tag match. This went on for half an hour. This is the longest match of the night. For half an hour of someone that's not wrestled in 10 years. ETC said it was clunky. I don't agree. I enjoyed the match. I really did. And maybe it is my AJ Lee bias coming out. But I enjoyed it. Becky, I've said it for the past 3 weeks. Becky's heel persona is the best thing on TV at the moment, WWE. I think it's absolutely tremendous. And the way she just gets anyone to hate her is amazing. Seth Rollins is the best wrestler, one of the best wrestlers they've got. But and when AJ Lee got the win, she went for the spider several times. It was just great to see AJ Lee in a match. It really was. For me as a fan of AJ Lee, I said it before, and we did a top 5 on our best favorite women's wrestlers. AJ Lee was my top. I just love her, and I think she's fucking great. And I cannot wait to see her take that Intercontinental title from Becky Lynch. Cody Rhodes defeated Drew McIntyre. Surprise, surprise, in 17 minutes. Yeah. We all knew it was happening. It wasn't as bad as a match as I thought it was going to be. It's probably one of Cody's better matches as champion. But yeah, it didn't surprise me. The referee getting involved kind of didn't get, getting in the way of Drew and stuff. I didn't get. Obviously, they're going to go down the route as Drew being screwed by the referee, and he wants an apology from the referee. Randy Orton. It's going to be Drew and Randy Orton going forward. But yeah, the Wrestlepalooza I'll give a 5. It wasn't great at all, and that's being kind. The Stephanie Vicker and the mixed tag match saved the pay-per-view. Other than that, the other 3 matches we could have just had it on Raw or SmackDown. Stephanie McMahon got announced as being inducted into the 2026 Hall of Fame, which people are kicking off with, saying Triple H put his wife in. You tell me a reason why she doesn't deserve to go in. Now, before anyone starts going, Chyna's not in, or Mickie James ain't in, or Beth Phoenix ain't, or Beth Phoenix isn't, or Natalia's not in. Stephanie McMahon has been in this company longer than all of them. She's been involved with wrestling longer than all of them. Even when she was a kid, she was backstage, and yes, it's because of her dad. But she can't help that. Just like if you're a millionaire and you're a millionaire because of your parents, you can't help yourself being a millionaire. That's it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? You can't hold something back because someone back because of it. And Chyna's different. Chyna should be in the Hall of Fame. We all know that. As should Mickie James. But we always talk about people that should go in first. For me, Stephanie and Chyna, I'd say could go in at the same time. Stephanie's gone from being on TV as part of as Vince's daughter, part of the ministry storyline where Stone Cold saved her and she was getting hooked up to the cross, to marrying Triple H drugged to becoming part of the McMahon Helmsley era. Being a big part of my childhood with the Attitude Era. Winning the women's title. Being the GM of SmackDown, then becoming an authority figure, and being on TV personality, plus everything she's done for the women backstage. I think she deserves it. And people can say, oh, it's your bias in WWE coming out. It's not. When you look at it overall, I agree China should go in. China should already be in. And Mickie James is my second favourite ever women's wrestler. So you ain't going to get an argument out of me saying Mickie James should be in. But there is no reason why Stephanie doesn't go in. So I'm happy for Steph. It'd be interesting to see who else they put in, because she's obviously the headline name. So it'd be interesting to see who else. But I'm happy for Steph. I thought Triple H would have done it, but I know why Undertaker did it now. But yeah, that was Wrestlepalooza. That was All Out. Okay. All Out was great. Wrestlepalooza was bad. The two matches saved it. Next week on Raw, we're getting Dom and Rusev for the Intercontinental title. We're getting a rematch from Wrestlepalooza, the Usos and the Bron. Obviously, Stephanie will know who she's facing at Crown Jewel. Obviously, we'll still have Cody and Seth. I think we'll probably get Becky and AJ for the Intercontinental Championship. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't want AJ to win on first try. I want it to be built up to take it off her at maybe Royal Rumble or on a maybe a Survivor Series. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, there is nothing much else to say. Thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. We do have. I want to try and get a video out for you guys today. I want to try and do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I want to try and get it out for you. I won't say what kind of video it is, but it'll either be a top 5 or 2K video. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, click share, and also comment down below your thoughts on Wrestlepalooza All Out, and your thoughts on Raw as a whole or AEW Dynamite. Until next time, peace out, take care, love you all, thank you very much.